Hello and good day. Today, I would like to talk about a new feature that we have on Metrixel, Motion Retargeting. So here's a typical situation. You have a library of motions and animations, and a cast of characters to use them on. Retargeting them should have been easy, except maybe every rig's name is joined differently, or that the in-house rigs match no other convention, or your mocap corpus use a third. As a result, you have to hand alter a bone map for every pair of animation and character. That's a multiplication process, not an addition. So today, let's talk about how Metrixel can help with that to retarget a no bone map rig. Metrixel can help with that by identifying each rig automatically, then transferring the motion and reconciling the rest of the process, and then exporting a self-contained and animated GLB. This process will let you continue the rest of your pipeline easily. Once again, let us take a look at the live demo. First and foremost, we will download and install the sample models and files that we have from our Hugging Face repo. The first repo that we download is our own characters and rigs, followed by downloading the motion captures from CMU. Please do note that we do not own the rights to the CMU motions themselves. These are presented as a showcase for Metrixel's capabilities. The first demo will be done using the GUI method. We shall select an input model file, followed by an output folder. For the purpose of this demo, we will change the orbit camera to only have one view from the front itself, and that the animation will also stay in place. Along the way, we shall change the image file format to PNG and turn off both the Python meshes and SDF generation for now. And then comes the main part itself, motion retargeting. Here, you can select the animation that you want your character to play. Select the relevant animation file, save the project first, and then start running the program. This is the original animation that comes with the character. Afterwards, this is where motion retargeting happens, using the same character but with a different animation. Notice the change in animation for the character. And the generation is complete. You can now look at the reports as per usual. Afterwards, you can take a look into the folder and look at the character with the new animation. For this case, we can use Babylon, an online viewer. And there you have it, your character with the new animation. So please do note that there are no cloth animations and mesh collision. And now for the batch retargeting mode. Once again, save the project before starting. In the motion retargeting window, switch to batch mode. We will select the folder consisting of animation data. We will change the output folder a little bit, and then we let it run. This is the processing of the original animation. So this is not the motion retargeting part yet. We'll speed this up. For the batch mode, notice that there are 96 animations from Metrixel to go through. For the purpose of this demo, we'll be only doing a couple of them. In the meantime, we can also take a look at the finished animations using Babylon. And once again, there you go. And then let's look at another one. And one more animation. Motion retargeting doesn't have to be tedious. and so on and so forth for the rest of the animations and characters. So in the meantime, I'll let this video run, but in a fast forward. So the question is, can all this also be run on CLI mode? The answer is a resounding yes, and I will show you how, starting with the single mode. First, we need to do some minor preparations involving a JSON file. I'll pause here a little bit for your reference. After which, go to Metrixel's bin folder and then paste this following command. For a single character, this is a single motion retargeting mode. Take a look at the command for future reference. Then go ahead and run the command. Initially, you have the usual Metrixel processing, the one whereby it generates turntable frames. And then comes the motion retargeting section. The retargeting happens fairly quickly. It is simply the image generation that was taking quite some time. So in the meantime, we can take a look at the output tree folder, such as assets like textures, and more importantly, the motion retargeted GLB file. And of course, the CLI mode also allows batch retargeting mode. This one, I will assume that you have done all the preparations, so I will skip straight to the command itself. Notice the retargeting source. It is now a folder instead of a file. And then let Metrixel do its thing once again. This is, however, not very flawless. As you might have noticed, there is no cloud simulation. On top of that, the auto mode assumes a couple of things, such as being a biped, and the fingers are also all or nothing. Some features, such as contact-aware pass, are still also being worked on. For the current plan, motion retargeting is only for the professional tier. It's not on the standard and it's not on the free tier. So of course, do feel free to reach out to us if you have further inquiries and interest. And that is it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a good day ahead.